So what's happening, everybody? It's me again, back with another video, and I'm just gonna go straight into the video. So yesterday had a patient client come into the pharmacy and they were picking up a GLP-1 injection. Of course, there's a copay on it, pretty high, and we got into a discussion of whether it's worth getting it after all the research that's been done from this individual and everything that this individual has heard. Very on the fence, about getting this GLP-1 injection, and I can totally understand. It is a very popular medication that has been really popular recently too. So with it being more common and insurance being able to, like, more insurance is covering it now, and they actually cover almost 100% of the cost of the medication. So with approvals from the insurance and whatnot, a lot of people are jumping on it, and a lot of people are seeing benefits, and there's also quite a few people that are also experiencing side effects from the medication. And of course, with every medication, there's always going to be side effects no matter what you take. Whether that side effect is more pronounced to you as opposed to others is really dependent on your own personal biology, your own personal biochemistry, and whatnot. So everybody is different. But for the people that works, it really works. I've seen guys come in 4 weeks later after starting their GLP-1 injections, and they pretty much just like almost lost their belly. The gut that they had, it's like almost completely gone. So I was explaining it to this individual, and of course, something that this individual really wants is to, of course, lose the weight and whatnot. And it was very pushed on to her. It was very pushed on to this individual by the practitioner, and the practitioner failed to explain a lot of things to this individual. And I guess that's where my job comes in. That's where my profession comes in, is to educate the people, the public, about the risk and benefits of the medications they're taking. Give them enough information. Let them ultimately decide whether it's good for them or not, because nobody knows your body better than yourself, right? Your doctor don't know you better than yourself. So you have the best judgment and gauge of how you feel in terms of health. And we are here just to provide you with the treatment, diagnosis, prescription, information, what have you. And so a lot of it is very informational, and I was pretty much explaining that the basic mechanism of these GLP-1 injections is just to make you not feel hungry. And when you don't feel hungry, you don't eat. And when you don't eat, no calories in, no weight gained. And that's just as simple as that. Like, I can't put it any simpler. Like, it's not rocket science. It's calories in, calories out. All you got to do is just stop eating for 2 days and jump on the scale. Stop eating for 2 days, go look in the mirror and see how much you slim down. The main thing is, this whole thing that is within the healthcare community now that there's a drug that's actually, like, there's literally a pill that makes you lose weight now. Literally, they came out with a Wegovy pill, they came out with an Ozempic pill. You know what I mean? So there's, back then they talked about, oh, I wish I could just take a pill and not be fat again. Well, literally, the future is here, the future is now. You can literally go take a pill, take a shot, and not be fat anymore. But everything comes with risk and consequences, and you can't run away from those. So without dietary changes, without lifestyle modifications, if you're gonna still take the pill, do your injections, and eat like you've always been eating, like how you were eating, like how you always been eating, the way you are eating that got you to this point in the first place. You know what I mean? If you don't change that, then you don't get to the root cause of the situation. So healthcare, I hate to say it, but our healthcare system, at least in the U.S., it's all about putting a bandage on the wound. It's never really about figuring out what's causing the wound, right? We all know what's causing the wound, but given with all the financial incentives, financial gains, all the money that could be made in the pharmaceutical industry, in the medical industry, you can't really overpower what the media, what your doctor chooses not to tell you about, your health, the public health, about these medications. So, I just wanted to get that off my mind because I've been thinking about it, and I feel like it's really important to share. I'm sure that it's not just this particular individual that also has concerns when starting these GLP-1s just for the sole purpose to lose weight. Because once you lose weight, everything, like your life just becomes a whole lot better. Whether you taking a GLP injections to do it or you're actually doing it on your own will accord, it's up for another discussion. But when the weight comes off, the weight comes off. The guys that I see that come into the pharmacy to pick up their injections, like they're a whole new person. It's like they're transforming into a brand new person. So the truth is out there, the information's out there. There's people that has experiences that are out there. So all I could tell you is the risk and benefits of the medication, but then it's really up to you to do your own deep research whether it will benefit you or not. But anyways, I'll catch you all in the next video.